Deepna, can you hear me, Daru? Are you there? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you go through your mark answer script?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, any concern, any clarification? But Lamai, most of you, I think, yeah, most of you had not completed the last question properly, Lamai. That excess demand, excess supply one. One student, I think, if I'm not mistaken, one student I saw, one student had done it proper way. This is the marking scheme. Can you see the marking scheme, Lamai? The marking scheme I'm sharing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Kanuli, in your paper, some MCQs are wrong. And when answering second press question, second part, press question, second the assumptions made in drawing per PPC curve, Lamai. Then I think you have combined stock of resources is constant, right? Your paper with me. Stock of resources is constant, it's okay. Quality of resources are constant, no such a thing, Lamai. You can say stock of resources is constant, mean both quality and quantity wise, they are constant. This is a one point, okay? Technology is constant, economy produce only two goods. The one is Lamai, resources are utilized with maximum efficiency. So we can say under the production efficiency. Did you get the point? That's why 1 mark.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then other main points are only the when for explaining something about production possibility curve, concave to origin or whatever. If you draw a PPC which is concave to origin, draw it like including all points. Example, the increase in opportunity cost mean when production of one good is increased by equal quantity. Show that point on your PPC curve. Yeah, this is the answer given in your marking screen, right? Then it shows, it indicates increase in opportunity cost properly, Lama. Yeah, some you can argue that drawing this concave to PPC, which is concave to origin, indicates increase in opportunity cost. But this makes much sense, Lama. You get the point? Okay, very clear. Then you can see this area showing this sacrifice, the number of units given up gradually rises, Lama. In indicating that there is increase in opportunity cost. You get the point? And also this increase a constant one. Then you can see this graph is so clear because here 1 mark is given for your graph, Lama. Be careful. Stanley, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dipna, what your paper? Yeah, you also same. Lamai, have you done example now? Sorry, question number 4, this excess demand, excess supply part. If you have any doubt in MCQ paper, lamai, let me know. Right, I can discuss, but I'm not going to discuss everything. Any question, lamai? Anything in MCQ paper or second paper? Lamai, yes, Puta. Yeah, Deepna.
In MCQ number 7, what is the answer, sir?
Number 7. Number 7. Answer is third one.
Sir, I have written the third answer,
Oh, I
but
am
you had written.
wrong. Give me 1 minute. Question number 7. Yes, the answer is third one. No issue. When your answer is correct. Okay, we need to add 1 mark. Yes, check with your marking screen given, Lamai. Yes, your seventh one is correct. Yes, good. I'm sorry. Here, Lamai, I'll show you one important question. If you have any doubt in any MCQ question, let me know. But then look at production efficiency question number 8. Production efficiency question. Productive efficiency implies, normally, yes, productive, to achieve productive efficiency, you know that 2 main conditions must be fulfilled, right? Full employment and full production. But Lamai, remember, productive efficiency is usually defined as the use of least, it's not code, Lamai, it should be cost. Least cost technique. Okay, the Lamai. Least cost technique. It's mean if we can produce goods and services at lowest cost, remember, we can produce products at goods and services at lowest cost. using least cost technique of least cost technique. Doesn't matter whether it's capital intensive or labor intensive. Producing goods and services at minimum cost is called productive efficiency. We can define productive efficiency that way also, right? So here my most appropriate answer is number one. Most appropriate answer is number one. Other answers are not much appropriate. Second one, the production of the product mix wanted by society is talking about not productive efficiency, allocative efficiency. Full employment, all available resources is only one part of productive efficiency. So here, Lamai, the most appropriate answer is answer number one. Remember, productive efficiency can be defined as the producing goods and services at the lowest cost. You get the point, Lamai? Remember this one. Then, Lamai, what about question number 11? Remember, in a given situation, can you see the screen? Yes, right? In a given situation, a certain economy can consume a point which lies above the production possibility. Yes, Lamai. Remember this point. You know that an economy cannot achieve a point outside PPC curve. Consumer goods and capital goods. Consumer goods and capital goods. This is your production possibility curve, PPC. Okay, Lalaman. What you know is that point outside the PPC, cannot be achieved, Lama. Yes, that's correct. Point outside the PPC, yes, cannot be achieved. This point cannot be achieved. Cannot be achieved, me, Lama. This economy cannot produce point X, right? Available resource stock. Using available resource stock, this economy is not able to produce this point outside the PPC. But remember, Lamai, though economy is not able to produce the point which is beyond the PPC curve, an economy can consume. Remember the point. An economy can consume a point beyond the PPC or outside the PPC if they engage with foreign trade, Lamai. Remember. Understand the point? An economy can consume, Lamai, not produce, consume, right? Consume a point outside, a point outside the PPC. How can economy consume a point outside the PPC, Lamai? If it engages with international trade. This theory point will be discussed in detail, Lama, in grade 13, Lama. There's a separate lesson called international trade, right? Comparative and absolute advantage theories. It engages with international trade, or we can say foreign trade, okay, the Lama, along with international trade. It's not just enough. We need another condition. Along with what, Lamai? along with favorable terms of trade. Favorable terms of trade. Okay, now forget this part, it will be discussed later on. Here remember, Lamai, any economy can consume, not produce. This point cannot be produced, but they can consume. How? If they engage with foreign trade or international trade with favorable trade terms of, it's mean Lamai that exchange ratio should be a favorable one. Okay, Lamai. If you feel bit uncomfortable, Lamai, forget that part. This terms of trade part. Just remember, going to international trade, country can consume a point outside the PP. Okay, the Lamai? Sanuli, are you okay? So here for question number 12, yes, Daru?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Right. Here question number 12 answer is by acquiring advantages of international trade. Answer is, remember, a certain economy can consume a point which lies above the production possibilities curve. Answer is third one, by acquiring the advantage of international trade. Sorry, answer is third one. Answer is third one. If you want, write this down, Laman. I think it's better to write down. An economy can consume a point outside the PPC curve if it goes into a foreign trade or international trade. Okay. Shall we move on, Lamai? Dipna?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, Lamai, I think it's better to discuss question number. Puta, if you want me to discuss any question which is complicated, please let me know. Press question answer is 3. Third one is very simple. Second one, Lamai, answer is first one or fifth one. Both are correct. No change in opportunity cost or productive efficiency. It's talking about production possibility curve, which is straight line PPC, Lamai. Last one also correct, because this question has not specifically mentioned the type of PPC curve, but the type of PPC, a movement along the production possibility curve from one point to another point involves. So PPC can be either straight line or concave to origin. Clear the Lamai? If it is concave to origin, straight line, no change in opportunity cost, because opportunity cost same at every point. productive efficiency also same, does not change. Last one also correct. Why last one is correct? A change in opportunity cost. Change in opportunity cost means if it is PPC which is concave to origin lamai, you get the point. Is it clear? Right, clear on what I'm talking?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If PPC, assume X goods and Y goods lamai, X good, Y goods. If PPC is straight line, PPC is a straight line, it shows constant opportunity cost lamai. Okay, when moving from one point to another point, here you know the assume point A and B. When moving from point A to B lamai, production efficiency doesn't change. Why? Both A and B show the production efficiency. So production efficiency does not change, same. Opportunity cost also same. Why? You know the straight line PPC curve means constant opportunity cost lamai. So here we can say when moving from point A to B, production efficiency okay the lamai does not change. Why? You know at every point on PPC curve, okay the lamai has the production efficiency, and also lamai opportunity cost doesn't change. Opportunity cost does not change. Opportunity cost remains unchanged because this PPC curve shows the constant opportunity cost remains unchanged. Remains unchanged. So that's why first answer is correct. Fifth one also correct. Because if this PPC, which is under consideration, is PPC which is concave to origin, because question has not specifically mentioned what PPC curve is. Okay, the lamai. So if PPC curve is concave to origin, X goods and Y goods, PPC curve is concave to origin lamai, what happens? Assume one point A and point B. Point A and point B. You know here lamai opportunity cost different. When moving from A to B, opportunity cost increases, right? Because it's increase in opportunity cost. So opportunity cost increases. But you know the point, both point A and B show the productive efficiency. So productive efficiency is same at both points A and B. But opportunity cost different. Here both are same because of constant opportunity cost. Here opportunity cost changes point to point, but productive efficiency does not change. So answer first one and fifth one both are correct. Any doubt, Sanuli? Dipna?
No, sir.
No. Harida lamai. This is I got this question from 2022 A level paper. Okay, the lamai. Both answers are given in the marking screen. First one and fifth one. But remember, I mean, two answers, giving two answers very unrare. It's very rare. Sorry, very rare in your marking screen. Normally, one answer is given, but in this case, lamai, both answers are correct. Okay, right. Next one, lamai. Third one answer is a simple one. Third one answer is second. Most appropriate answer is second one. Next one, lamai. Answer is fourth question. Answer is third one. Fourth question, third one. Yes, the factor land includes forest and undiscovered copper. Yes, all natural resources. Fifth one, which of the following does not influence the size of the labor force, income level of employees? When calculating labor force lamai, we don't consider such a concept. level of employees lamai? Sorry, income level of employees? No, not at all. Next one lamai. Sixth one, very simple. Human capital is, answer is fourth one, the skills and knowledge endowment of labor force. You know, human capital mean lamai skills and knowledge of human workers. Okay, the lamai. That is called human capital, right? Seventh one lamai, answer is, as Deepna said, answer is third one. PPC curve shifts to right side if there is an increase in capital stock. Capital stock mean lamai the factors of production, one of factors of production. Increase in one of factors of production causes PPC curve to shift to the right side. So answer is third one. Eighth one, answer is first one. Ninth one, good question lamai. Ninth one, answer is, Sanuli, is your answer correct for ninth one?
Yes, sir.
How did you get the answer? How did you get the answer for ninth question? Could you explain?
Yes, sir. Wait, please. I am opening the document.
Okay.
So it's asking about opportunity cost, right?
Not. Can't you see the screen I'm sharing? No.
Yes, I can see. I was looking at the paper, right?
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, here the question asking about the diagram shows change in production possibilities curve from pre-Q to PR. It means a rightward shift. Yes. What increases as a result of change of the change from PQ to PR? It's mean lamai as a result of due to change in PPC curve from PQ to PR. What increases? What increases? There are five answers.
Pri-
Hmm?
Private goods production has increased.
Private goods production has increased. Yes. Then,
Therefore, it will cause a opportunity cost of public goods.
okay. First two answers are wrong because you cannot say anything about price based on production possibility curve. Totally wrong. Second one also wrong. The level of unemployment, no, because level of unemployment, too, you can say something about level of unemployment if you are given point inside the PPC. Okay, the Lama. Here you can't say anything about employment because only PPC to PPC curves are given. So for fifth one also wrong. Yes, answer is fourth one, Lamai. Yes, here you can see Lamai, private good production has increased. Private good production has increased. So now Lamai, when producing public goods, economy has to sacrifice more private goods, Lamai. Not like earlier. Okay, look at the board. This is question number What is question number 11?
9, sir.
9.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. 9. Question number 9. Deepna, look at the board. Here, private goods and public goods. If you are asked to calculate opportunity cost, how would you do it? I mean, the value should be given. This is your production possibility cube. This second one. Okay, the lamai. To explain the answer, okay, the lamai, I'll put some values. Okay, here assume lamai answer is 25. Here answer is 50. Here value is 100 lamai. I want you to calculate opportunity cost of producing public good before change and after change. Sorry, yeah, before change and after change. Here PPC curve is PQ, new one is PR. Can you calculate opportunity cost, Lama? Yes, PPC curve has shifted to right side. Correct. Okay. Calculate opportunity cost of producing public goods, Lama. Dipna, calculate opportunity cost of producing a public good. A public good. Public good equals. How to calculate, Lama? Opportunity cost equals number of units given up. Number of units given up to produce public goods. I'm calculating opportunity cost of producing a public good. So to produce public good, we have to sacrifice private goods, lamai. How many units need to be given up to produce 25 units of public goods, lamai? 50. Again, may 25 produce karana, may 50 api atarin nona. Clear the lamai. To produce 25 units of public goods, economy has to sacrifice 50 units of private goods, lamai. Then economy has to sacrifice 50 units of private goods for 25 units of public goods. How much the answer? 2. Answer is 2 units of private goods. 2 units of private. Okay, mahaluku දෙයක් නෑ ළමයි. නේද ළමයි? මේ 25 produce කරන්න මෙතන 50 අතාරින්න ඕනේ ළමයි. එහෙනම් for one public good, economy has to give up 2 private goods ළමයි. Clear the ළමයි? This is the opportunity cost. Now after this change, Dipna, can you calculate opportunity cost? To produce same units of public goods, 25 units of public goods, 25 units of public goods. Now economy has to sacrifice not 50, 100. Clear the lamai. 100 units of private goods. Private goods. Then answer is 4. 4 units of private goods. Private goods. Then you can see lamai, before change, before PPC curve shift to the right side, opportunity cost of producing one public good is 2 units of private goods. Now opportunity cost of producing one public good is 4 units of private goods. Then you can see lamai, opportunity cost has increased. Opportunity cost of producing public good, opportunity cost of producing a public good has increased. Did you get the point, Deepna?
Sir.
ලියද ළමයි දැන් මේ දැන් හිතන්න එපා අයියෝ මගේ ආන්සර් කාරි මේක මහ ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි නෑ ඕකේ කැල්කියුලේෂන් එකක් ආව නම් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ ලියද ළමයි then how learn how to calculate opportunity cost as well then calculating opportunity cost of producing public good increases from 4 to 2 because now economy has to sacrifice more private goods ළමයි more private goods than before clear right so answer is fifth one good answer is fifth, sorry, not fifth one, fourth one. Opportunity cost of public goods increases. Opportunity cost of private goods, what happens now? Opportunity cost of private goods. Without what happens to opportunity cost of private goods? Anyone? Sanuli, Dipna? According to my example, the example which is on the board, what can you say? What can you say about opportunity cost of producing private good?
Increase.
Increase the. එතකොට third එක අතරින් දරු. They ask what increases as a result of the change from PQ to PR. එහෙනම් third එක අතරින් සනු. No. Uda, can you calculate opportunity cost of producing a private good now after this change? I want both of you to calculate opportunity cost. Hurry up. I want you to calculate. Look at my graph with values. Public goods maximum 25, private goods 50 and 100. I want you to calculate opportunity cost of producing a private good after this change. Opportunity cost of producing a private good. Deepna, did you get what I said? Yes.
No, sir.
මං ඇහුවේ දරුවෝ දැන් මං කැල් කරලා තියෙන opportunity cost of producing a public good. I want you to calculate opportunity cost of producing a private good. තේරෙන්නේ කිව්වොත් private good එකක් produce කරන්න public goods කොච්චර sacrifice කරන්න ඕනද කියලා අහන්න. සනුලි You try පුතා. You can. You should be able to calculate opportunity cost lamai. You should be masters, right, in calculating opportunity. Yes, Taru.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
This equation is the number of units given up
Yeah,
divided
number of
by
units given up
gain.
divided by number of units gained.
Opportunity cost decreases, sir.
Sorry, Daru?
Opportunity cost decreases.
It decreases. Very good. It decreases. Right. Deepna? Right. You can calculate opportunity cost with me. Okay, Dalamai. I ask you to calculate opportunity cost. Hai balana Deepna? Opportunity cost. Opportunity cost of producing a private good. A private good. Opportunity cost of producing a private good. Dipna. Clear lamai. Me? Makada equation එක lamai. Number of units given up. මේ බලන්න දීප්නා මේ බලන්න private goods produce කරන්න මොනවාද අපිට sacrifice කරන්න ඕන ළමයි public goods to produce first one, right, before this change and after change. Before mean lamai original PPC curve, PPQ. After mean new one. New one is PR. Clear? Now, in this diagram, to calculate 50 units of public goods, again, මෙයාලා public 50 units of public goods produce කරොත් ළමයි මේ 25 අතාරින්න ඕන දීප්නා. මේ 25 produce කරන්න බෑ. දෙකම බෑනේ. මේක 50 ගත්තොත් මෙතන 50 sorry 25 අතාරින්න වෙනවා. Okay? So opportunity cost of producing a private good is number of units given up. When producing private good, 25 units of public goods need to be given up. So 25 units of public goods divided by 50 units of private goods. 50 units of private goods. How much the answer? Vipna, tell me. I'm doing this question for you. I need answers. Vipna, how much the value lamai?
0.5.
0.5. Very good. 0.5 what? 0.5 units of what? Public goods. Remember, opportunity cost of producing private goods need to be expressed in terms of good sacrificed given up. ඕක මහ දෙයක් නෑ ළමයි. ඕක කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? 50 units of private goods produce කරොත් අර පැත්තේ 25 අතාරින්න වෙනවා ළමයි. Clearද? එහෙනම් එකකට කොච්චරද ළමයි? කොච්චරයි? 0.5 නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ economy එක ළමයි private good එකක් produce කරොත් එහෙම 0.5 units of public good අතාරින්න වෙනවා ළමයි. Clearද? To produce 1 unit of private good, economy has to give up 0.5 units of public goods. That's it, lamai. Very simple. Now, after this change, total private good production is 100, lamai. Right? 100 units of private goods. 100 units of private goods. May 100 produce karot, අර පැත්තේ 25 අතාරින්න වෙනවා. The number of units given up is 25. 25 units of public goods. 25 units of public goods. How much the answer? Dipna? How much? Dipna, how much the answer, Puta? Very good. 0.25. Did you get the point? Dipna?
Sir,
Yes, Daru.
what is the quantity of private goods?
Look at the here 100. Value is 100. After shifting PPC curve to the right side, new value is 100. You get the point?
Yes, sir.
Then to produce 100 units of private goods, economy has to give up this 25 units because public good production hasn't changed. So 25 divided by 100, how much?
0.25.
0.25 public goods. Now what happens to opportunity cost? Opportunity cost of producing a private good. Before this change, 0.5 units of public goods, now 0.25 units of public goods. What happens to opportunity cost, Lamai?
Decreasing.
Decreases. Clear the Lamai? Make an increase in Lamai. Opportunity cost of producing a public good increases from 2 to 4. Opportunity cost of producing a private good decreases from 0.5 to 0.2. Okay, ළමයි. මේක අහන්න increase වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා ළමයි. question එකේ බලන්න. Decrease නෙමෙයි අහන්නේ. What increases as a result of the change from PQ to PR? So the opportunity cost of public goods, not private goods. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Remember how to calculate opportunity cost, ළමයි. Whatever PPC curve is given, You should be able to calculate the opportunity cost. What is the equation? Number of units given up divided by number of units gain. Gain mean produce lamai. දැන් මේකේ private good produce කරන්න ඕන නම් sacrifice කරන්න වෙන්නේ public goods ළමයි. ඕකේද ළමයි? public goods produce කරොත් sacrifice කරන්න වෙන්නේ private goods. හරිද? practice කරන්න. right. එක හරි 10th one answer is ළමයි. That's simple නේද? 10th one answer is 5. Decrease in productivity of inputs. It causes PPC curve to shift the left side. 11 is okay. 12th lamai answer is 5. A function which cannot be performed by price mechanism. Price mechanism means nice gentleman lamai. It can do many things, right? It can do solve, it can make economy efficient. And yeah, especially solving basic economic problems in a free market economic system. Yeah. Okay. Price mechanism does so many functions. This question asking the function or the thing or function which cannot be performed by the price mechanism. Price mechanism එකට මොකද්ද කරන්න බැරි කියලා අහන්නේ. Removing the excess demand and supply. Price mechanism එකට ලස්සනට වැඩේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? We have discussed how to solve this problem even. Okay, the lamai. Responding supply for demand changes 100%. And lesson take karna lamai. Signaling function, third one also is correct. Right? Supplying signaling function. Third one, ensuring scarce resources distribution among relative users. Ekath hari lamai. Ensuring fair distribution of output. Ehema ekak karanne in price mechanism. Price mechanism distribute outputs, not ensuring fair distribution. Okay, the lamai. This distribution is unfair, right? Output or goods and services, more goods and services are given to those who have money, those who have purchasing power. Less number of goods and services are distributed to those who have less money, low income. No goods and services allocated or distributed to those who don't have money. Fair or unfair? Unfair. Answer is fifth one. 13th. Answer is fourth one. Planned economy lamai. Cuba, North Korea, මතකද ළමයි? Functioning on social welfare. එයාගේ main objective එක social welfare. clear ද ළමයි? Functioning price mechanism බුදු අම්මෝ. මේක නෑ නේද ළමයි? Price mechanism belongs to free market. Ownership of all production resources is with government. Sanuli, what do you think about second answer? Normally, in a planned economy, resources are owned by the government. But second answer is wrong. Why?
Because it says all the production resources.
All the production resources. That's the problem. Not all. Only land, capital, and enterprise, entrepreneurship. Labor government එකට නෙමෙයි ළමයි. Ownership එක යන්නේ. ඒක normal individual people. Owns the labor. Other three factors of production goes to the government. Clear the ළමයි? Consumer sovereignty? නෑ. Consumer sovereignty නෑ ළමයි මා plan economy. Clear the ළමයි? මේ second එක ළමයි මේ හරි හොඳේ ටිකක් හරි එක. Ownership of all production, that's the problem. Ownership of all the production resources, no. Factors of production or production resources are owned by the government except labor. That's why answer second one is not correct. 14th answer is number 1. Sanun is very simple one. We use some criteria, we use some, the measurements in assessing the performance of an economic system. Okay, the lamai. Market competition is the not the criteria. Based on market competition, you cannot say whether the economic system is good or bad, or I mean, you cannot measure the performance of an economic system based on market competition. Wrong. Economic growth, yes, we can. In equal income distribution, yes. Economic freedom, yes. Economic efficiency. I've given 8 or 7 criterias which are used to assess the performance of economic system. Market competition is not among them. Okay, the lamai. Market competition is the answer. 15th lamai answer is 15th answer is 1. 15th answer is 1. Why lamai? Simple name balanna. What is likely to be introduced in the market for bus travel if an economy moves from mix to market. Mix indala market එකකට යන්නේ ළමයි. Clear ළමයි. Imposing from a mixed economy to market economy. Here 100% free market, no? No government intervention ළමයි. Fifth one, imposing indirect taxes. If there's no government intervention ළමයි, no indirect taxes. Fifth one is wrong. Subsidies are not given by free market economies. I mean, I'm talking about 100% free market, pure free market economies. Maximum prices for bus travel, not the maximum price, because no government lamai. Free bus travel for school children, no, never. Market economy system does not give anything at free of charge. Clear the lamai. Answer is first one, allowing companies to bid for bus routes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Daru.
So what does that mean?
Bid mean lamai. Example, have you ever heard about auction?
Sorry?
Give me 1 minute. Right, okay. Bidding mean lamai. Can you hear me lamai? Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bidding process mean lamai. Example. Example lamai. Allowing companies to bid for bus routes. Right. Example, let's say lamai. Government wants to choose one supplier. Government wants to choose one supplier to supply goods and services or goods. Let's say some stationery lamai, right? Government wants one supplier, okay, the lamai, producing stationery, right? Supplying stationery to a government institution. Forget this free market economy. Just think of Sri Lanka lamai. Sri Lankan government organization. Assume agricultural department. Agricultural department wants one supplier to supply stationery. Then lamai, what government does is that government gives some bids lamai. Bids mean lamai, government asks prices. Government asks private companies to give their prices. Then company A says, okay, I'll supply stationaries throughout the year. This is my price. Then company B will say, okay, government, agricultural department, I can supply, I can provide stationaries you want throughout the year. This is my price. Then company say, another company will come and say, okay, government, I'm also capable of supplying these stationaries to your government or your organization, but you have asked, okay, throughout the year, this is my price. Then government has three options, Laman, A, B, C. Then government choose the lowest cost value, the lowest cost option, Laman. You get the point? If company A supplies stationery at lowest cost, okay, at lower cost than other two companies, government will choose company number one. This is called bidding process. Companies, allowing companies to bid for the bus routes. Bid mean lamai, here the bus route is given to the company who can pay the highest price. It's a type of competition only, right? Bidding process means something competitive, right? The free market economy competition is very common. Okay, Dalamai. This is called
Okay,
bid
sir.
for the bus routes. Right? The first answer shows something competition. It's about competition, Lamai. This means government has left the economy, right? Government has given opportunities to private sector to compete, right? Opportunities are given to private sector to compete. Government has promoted the competition. Government has promoted the competition among private businesses. That is called bidding, bid. Selling assets to the highest bid. What does it mean, lamai? Highest price. දැන් සන්ලුවට තියෙන කා එකක් ළමයි. මෙයාට ඕක සෙල් කරන්න ඕන. ඔයා ඇඩ් එකක් දානවා. නේද ළමයි? ඔයා ප්‍රයිස් එකක් කියන්න ඇඩ් එකක් දානවා. මෙන්න මේමයි මේව තමයි. ඊට පස්සේ සප්ලයර්ස් අයනවා අපි කියමු 5 දෙනෙක් ළමයි. පළවෙනි එක්කෙනා කියනවා රයිට් ඕකේ සන්ලි මම ඔයාලට 5 මිලියන් දෙන්න. තව එක්කෙනෙක් කියනවා රයිට් ඔයාලට 6 මිලියන් දෙන්න. තව එක්කෙනෙක් කියනවා 6.5 මිලියන් දෙන්න. Okay, the lamai. Then which supplier is going to be chosen, lamai? The supplier who can offer the highest bidder. Bid mean lamai price. Clear the lamai? It's a type of competition. Clear the competition is a free market economy. In a free market economy, competition, right? There's all other second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one. Other answers. Okay, other answers. Connected with government intervention. Example, second one, free bus travel for school children. It never happened in free market economic system. Clear? Maximum prices, no, in free market economic system. Subsidies, no, in free market economic system. Indirect taxes also, it's not much common. I mean, I'm talking about 100% free market. Okay, the lamai. So the most appropriate answer is number one. I think it's clear. 16th answer is third one. 16th answer is third one. If you have any doubt, let me know. I'm not going to explain Lama. This is simple. It's talking about income effect. 17th one, I need to discuss this one. I think Sanuli's answer is wrong. 17th, yes. Dipna, your answer? Dipna, are you there, Lama? Go on. Right, okay. Suddenly tell me, Buddha, what is the answer for, answer for question number 17 is, answer number, question number 17. 17. What would be the reason to move the point A towards point B in the demand curve? Buddha, here point A and B mean two equilibrium points. Point A and B means two equilibrium points. Point A and B means two equilibrium points. Right, question number 17. Question number 17. Price and quantity, 0. You are given a demand curve and 2 points, Lama. Point A and point B. Point A and point B. Point A and point B. There's the most, the appropriate reason would have caused point A to move, to point B. Okay, the lamai. But these are, remember, A and B are equilibrium points. Remember. Okay, this is original supply curve actually. It's one. Okay, the lamai. Here point A means one of equilibrium points. Okay, this is the price. P1 and let's say Q1. Who decides this price? Both demand and supply forces. Clear? Now, Lamai, they ask the reason would have caused to shift point, would have caused point A to shift to point B. Okay, Lamai. It means this is new supply curve. Okay, Lamai. Yeah, here equilibrium price has increased and equilibrium quantity has decreased, Lamai. Then you need to recognize a point affecting equilibrium price to increase while equilibrium quantity falls. Did you get the point? අර මේකේ පොඩ්ඩක් මෙතන පොඩ්ඩක් ඔයාට අල්ලන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන ළමයි. නේද ළමයි? Look at the question again. Point A towards point B in the demand curve. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ point A කියන්නේ ළමයි equilibrium price එක. මේ මෙතන equilibrium price එකක් තියෙනවනේ ළමයි point A වල මේ තියෙන equilibrium price එක. නේද ළමයි? මෙතන තියෙන another equilibrium price. Okay ද ළමයි? Indirectly ළමයි this question is asking you to choose the point affecting supply curve to shift to the right side. Lama. This happens, point A, equilibrium point A is moving to point B towards new equilibrium. If supply falls, Lama, did you get the point? If supply increases, Lama, it won't happen. Demand curve, you can't say anything about demand curve because demand curve has been given. Only one demand curve here. This cause is this change. This movement is caused by change in supply curve. Okay, the llama is caused by a change in supply curve. Here, supply curve should shift to the left side to move affecting point A to move to point B. Clear the llama. So here answer is what is the answer, llama? Question number 17. Answer must be fifth one, llama. Increase in production cost of the good. Yes, we know that if production cost increases, llama, what happens to supply curve? Supply curve shift to left side. If supply curve shift to left side, llama, equilibrium point A, original equilibrium point A, moving towards point B. Did you get the point? Sanuli, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First one won't be the answer. Why? Technical improvement mean supply shift to the right side. If supply curve shift to the right side, this equilibrium point won't move to point B. Never. Okay. Second one, tax relief. Tax relief when it tax relief means supply curve shift to the right side again. Okay, the lama. Expected price reduction in future. Expected price reduction in future. එක වෙන්නත් බෑනේ ළමයි. suppliers ලා හිතුවොත් එහෙම ඉස්සරහට price එක decrease වෙනවා කියලා ළමයි. එයාලා තියෙන stocks ඔක්කොම අද market එකට දානවා ළමයි. It means supply rises. Supply curve shift to right side. Increase in desire for the commodity. ඒක ළමයි demand වලට effect වෙන factor එකක් නේ. So most appropriate answer is fifth one. If you want, write it down.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Daru.
Sir, expected price reduction in future also affect demand, right?
Demand also, yes. But here, Buddha, demand curve, right? If you do you think that if demand curve shifts to right side or left side, can point A move to point B?
Sir, demand curve won't shift, right? Because it's the expected price, not the price of the product. The point moves along the demand curve when the expected price changes, right, sir?
Expected price reduction in the future. Does it shift demand curve? Sorry, or point A to point B?
It may change, but if the demand curve won't shift.
Yeah, demand curve won't shift. Yes. Yeah.
So expected
No.
price reduction.
Demand curve will shift. Why? Buddha, this is not the product price today. It's about future price expectation.
Yeah, that's why it won't shift, right? Because when the price changes, the demand curve shift, right, sir?
Third one, expected price reduction in the future, right? This is other factor affecting demand. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then if other factors change, what happens to your demand curve?
The movements on the demand curve, they move along the demand curve.
No. If other factors change,
That's why I'm saying the points on the demand curve move along the demand
if
curve.
other factors change like income, future price expectation, do you get the point? I'm talking about.
Is it increase and decrease?
Look at the board. Yeah, look at the board. Yes. These are the factors affecting demand. Quantity demand is the function of Px, Py, buyer's income, then future price expectation. This third answer is talking about this factor, not this one. You get the point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then if these factors change, what happens to your demand curve? What happens to your demand curve? Does it shift or point moving along the demand curve?
Point moves around the demand curve.
No. You have misunderstood, Buddha. If these factors change, demand curve shifts the row. Example, if Y increases, buyer's income increases, what happens to demand curve? Demand curve shift to right side. If buyer's income decreases, demand curve shifts to left side if it is a normal good. Clear the lamai? If future price is expected to rise, demand will increase today. Demand curve shifts to right side. Buddha, if these factors change, remember demand curve shifts. If price changes, demand curve does not shift. If price changes, demand curve does not shift. Example, if price increases, what happens to quantity demand? Falls. Moving this point towards this point. Did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So third answer would shift Third answer would shift your demand curve to which side? Left side or right side?
Left side.
Left side. Reduction. Yes, left side. Good. Okay, then this is a point A, this is point B, A and B. Now, I understand නිකන් වගේ demand curve left shift shift your demand curve to the left side. T2. Then can point A move from can point A move from here to here? If this happens, no such a thing. Just demand curve shifts to left side. Did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So remember, point A is moving. This point A is moving towards point B. If only one reason, for only one reason. What is the reason, Lama? If supply curve shifts to left side, right? Here you need to choose the answer affecting supply curve to shift to the left side. Do you get the point? Not the demand curve, not anything else. If supply curve shifts right side, Lama, it goes like this from here to here, then equilibrium price will decrease, right? So increase in supply won't cause point A to move towards point B. No. Clear? Right? So answer is the most appropriate answer is now. Good question, actually. I think it's also one of past paper question. No, I got yeah, I think past paper, or I might have got from support seminar or Cambridge or Edexcel. Clear the line. Right. Answer is fifth one. Try to think as critical as possible. Okay? As smart as possible. Okay. Right. Question number 18 answer is Lamai. Question number 18 answer is number 3. If you have any doubt, let me know. Answer is number 3. 19th answer is also simple. 19th answer is number 1. 20 answer is number 4. Sanuri, simple question, Buddha. Extend this supply curve. If you extend this supply curve, intercept of this supply curve will be minus. Here intercept is minus. QS equal minus A plus BP. Answer is number 4. You get the point? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, simple. Deepna, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 21. Which of the following is does not influence an individual demand curve? Simple, Lamai. Number of consumers. Answer number 4. Individual demand is not affected by number of consumers. 22 answer is Lamai. 22 answer is fourth one. XYZ represents the total producer surplus. Producer surplus, this one. XYZ. Yes, ne Lamai. Make producer surplus. XYZ. Producer surplus mean the area which is below the equilibrium price and above the supply curve. Answer is fourth one. 23rd answer is number 1. 23rd answer is number 1. Number 1. 24th, very simple, Lamai. Okay, actually I wanted every one of you to answer this question, Lamai. That's why I put this question on the paper. Okay, yeah, answer is number 2. 25, yes, the best answer. There is no tendency. There's no tendency to there's no tendency for the market price to change. This is the answer for 25th. Market equilibrium, Lamai. The best definition for market equilibrium is that there is no possibility or tendency for the market price to change. The answer is, are you clear, guys? Yeah, I think there are, a lot of points to learn actually. You can learn a lot from this paper. Might be very small points, but good. Any doubt? No doubt. Right, okay. Putesh, do you need a break, a small break? Take 5 minutes break and come. Putesh, shall we do example, sorry, question number 4 in second paper? Because most of you
Okay,
had
sir.
not completed that part. So all together we can do that question number 4. Okay, right. Give us take a small break. 5 minutes now. 9 o'clock. Come at 9:05 past 5. Right. Don't leave the meeting. I'm here. Right, okay, Lamai. Let's do question number 4 in second paper. Question number 4. Are you there, Lamai? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's do question number 4. Yeah. Question number 4. 1 minute, Lamai. Yes. Right, question number 4. Right. Question number 4. First one is simple, Lamai. Law of demand. Dipna, have you done the question in your paper? No, right? Fourth one?
Done, sir.
Done. Not full one, right? Oh, no, you have done something. But last part, it's not correct. Okay, let's do it quickly, Lamai. Yeah. Define the law of demand. Simple, Lamai. How to define law of demand, Lamai? Tell me. But don't make definitions which are not perfect. Define law of demand. I think Dipna, I saw Dipna had. Yes, law of demand mean, yes, the law of demand is the inverse relationship between price of the considering good and quantity demanded when other factors affecting demand remain constant. Remember. ඒ පාට් එක දාන්නම ඕනි ළමයි. හරිද? There is a yes indirect or negative relationship between price of the product and quantity demanded when other factors remain constant. Other factors mean what? What are the other factors, lamai? Price of the product, sorry, price of other products, PY, consumers income, future price expectation, other factors except price of the product. Yes. Next one, lamai, give the explanation for being, give the explanation for being the slope of the demand curve negative. So the why demand curve is negative? Why the demand curve has a negative slope? Why demand curve has a negative slope, Lamai? Don't say it because of negative relationship. No, here they ask the reason. They ask the reason. Ipna, why do demand curves have negative slope? Lamai. Why demand curve has a negative slope? It's not going upward, Lamai. Going downward. Why? Remember, Lamai, your demand curve shifts, sorry, my demand curve slopes downward, QD and price. Yes, Lamai, because of negative relationship. Yes, no doubt. It shows this negative relationship. When price increases, demand falls. Yes, it's correct. No any issue. But the problem is they ask why. Why mean, Lamai? They ask why there's a negative relationship between these. two variables. Here the answer is substitution effect and income effect. Dipna එන මොනවද ලියලා තිබ්බේ? නේද?
Yes, sir.
Being negative due to an more excess demand, excess supply. Right? It's been negative slope because of substitution effect. Substitution effect and income effect. Effect. Right? Okay. Next one. I think define consumer surplus and producer surplus and show them on a graph. Puta, when defining consumer surplus and producer surplus, please write perfect definitions. I saw most of you had written definition correctly, properly, but not perfect. Right? Dipna has not even written the definition, just this consumer surplus and producer surplus. When defining consumer surplus and producer surplus, don't forget to include that. Yes, my consumer surplus mean the benefit gained by consumers due to they are willing to pay a higher price, but actually they pay a lower price. Lower price mean equilibrium price. Then you can say lama it's aggregate value. It's a talking about aggregate mean you need to include that part lama. Consumer surplus mean aggregate value. Aggregate value. What is mean by aggregate value lama? It's talking about the entire triangle which is above the equilibrium price and below the demand curve. This entire triangle, it's mean aggregate value. Aggregate value up to which point lamai? Up to equilibrium point. Up to equilibrium point. Okay, the lamai. Remember, because lamai, we are not considering quantities above the equilibrium lamai. Clear the lamai. And also we take only positive differences lamai. දැන් මෙහෙම ගත්තොත් මේ බලන්න. දැන් මෙන්න මෙහෙ පොයින්ට් එකක් ගන්න ළමයි. ඩිමාන්ඩ් කර්ව් එකේ මෙන්න මෙතන පොයින්ට් එක ගන්න. මේ පොයින්ට් එකේ ළමයි the one of points on the demand curve ළමයි. But this point is not taken into account when calculating consumer surplus. Why? Here ළමයි assume price is 10, quantity is 100 units. Here assume equilibrium price is 20 rupees. What does it mean? What does it mean? This point mean? What does this point mean? Consumers are willing to buy 100 units at price 10. In other words, lamai, to buy 100 units, consumers are willing to pay maximum 10 rupees. 10 rupees. But equilibrium price is 20. Here no surplus at all. It's a type of negative surplus. Because consumers are willing to pay maximum 10 rupees to buy 100 units. But unfortunately, product is being sold at 20 rupees. Then here no benefit at all. Okay, the lamai. This quantities create some negative benefits for consumers, but negative benefits are not taken into account. Right? So you need to mention that aggregate value, not consumer surplus. This surplus does not show the surplus and at one point. No. Right? From this point to this place to this place. Right? So aggregate value. Up to which point? Equilibrium quantity. We are not talking about other quantities more than equilibrium quantity. If you consider these points, lamai, we have to add some negative benefits. Then it will reduce this benefit also. Clear the lamai? So include these points. Number one, yeah, main point. Okay, the lamai. I think I may have given some marks, though your answers are not perfect. Okay, The main point is, Lamai, when defining consumer surplus, remember, yes, it occurs due to, or it is the difference between the price that consumers are willing to pay, consumers are willing to pay, and the price actually paid. Price actually paid. Up to which point, Lamai? Up to the equilibrium. Up to the equilibrium. Right? I've given you perfect definition, Lamai. Technically perfect definition. I haven't dropped any single point. Okay? Actually paid up to the equilibrium quantity. Equilibrium quantity. අපි මේ benefit එක ගන්න equilibrium quantity එකට විතරයි ළම. කියන එක තේරෙනවද? හරිද? And also it's talking about aggregate value. Aggregate value. Aggregate value. Okay, the lamai. Then you need to include these parts. Then your definition will be a perfect definition. Did you get the point? But most of you had mentioned the base of the definition. Base is this one. It is the difference between the price that consumers are willing to pay and the price actually paid. Yeah, that's correct. But at this part as well, number one, it is calculated up to equilibrium quantity, and also, Lamai, it's type of aggregate value. Total aggregate. Total benefit of consumers from zero to equilibrium quantity. Okay, we add all benefits from this point to this point, all benefits of consumers. Clear the lamai? Sanuli, are you okay?
Clear, sir.
Nipna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Next one, lamai, producer surplus. Producer surplus also same. Producer surplus is calculated up to equilibrium quantity. This benefit is calculated up to the equilibrium quantity. Negative values, negative benefits are not taken into account. And also, lamai, it's talking about aggregate value. Producer surplus is the aggregate value. Aggregate value. Which is created by the price that how to say that, the price that producer receive is higher than what producer expects. You get the point, Lamai? That is the base point. Yes, is correct. The producer surplus, I'll explain. Also, Lamai, producer surplus එකේ ළමයි, yes, this is the producer surplus, is correct. ඒ කියන්නේ producer surplus එක ළමයි. ඒ producer surplus එකෙත් අපි ගන්න aggregate value එක ළමයි. මේ හැම point එකම ළමයි benefit එකක් තියෙනවානේ මේ බලන්න. Look at this point. At this point, lamai, assume quantity 20, price is 10, but assume equilibrium price is 20 rupees. What does this point mean, lamai? Producers are willing to supply 20 units if they receive minimum at least 10 rupees. Clear the lamai? But when they go to the market, actual price is 20 rupees, right? The 20 rupees goes to their pocket, exceeding their minimum expectation and also creating a benefit. So this distance, this one shows the benefit. We don't take only one point. No. Example, another point. This point also shows a benefit. This distance shows the benefit, lamai. Okay. This point also creates a benefit for producers. This point, 1,000 points there, it creates a benefit for producers. This point creates a benefits for producers. Producer surplus means my aggregate value of these all points. Remember, the type of aggregate value. Clear the lamai? We consider the benefits of producers at all points, up to the equilibrium quantity. That's the most important one. Up to the equilibrium quantity. How does this benefit come? Producers expect less, but they receive a more higher price. Okay, the lamai. So you can define producer surplus. Producer surplus. How to define producer surplus, lamai? Producer surplus. You can say it is the aggregate value aggregate value aggregate value aggregate value of benefits 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 created by the price actually received exceeding the price, or we can say, yeah, the prices that producers expect from the market okay, within bracket write down up to the equilibrium quantity, the equilibrium quantity. Okay, the lamai, you can make your own definition, it's okay lamai, but main points have to be in your definition lamai. Main point here is you need to mention how does this benefit come, how does this benefit comes lamai, or how this benefit is created, because producer receive more than what they expect, and also its aggregate value. Another point is lamai, it is calculated up to the equilibrium quantity, not more than that. Okay, the lamai. Then here write down these two definitions and the graph. Show the consumer surplus and producer surplus. Any doubt, Sanuli? Shall we move on?
Clear, sir.
Right. Next one. 4 marks. Show of the data relevant for market. Sorry, some of the data relevant for market demand and excess demand and demand given lamai. Assuming that both demand and supply curves are linear, calculate the equilibrium price and quantity using demand and supply diagrams lamai. Demand supply diagram. No need to do excess demand diagram. But here you have to calculate supply. Add a new column called supply. New column for supply. Okay, the lamai. Supply Right, okay, Lamai, let's do the calculation part. Hurry up. Okay. Price, excess demand. No. Yes. What are the other columns, Lamai? Can you help me? Quantity demand, excess demand. Quantity demand, excess demand. QD, ED, and here you have to calculate the supply, Lamai. You have to calculate supply. QS, excess demand. What are the prices given, Lamai? What are the prices?
10 and 50.
10 and
50.
50. Good. 10 and 50. Demand, how many units? 500 and 100. 500 and 100. ED given 400 minus 400. 400 minus 4. Okay, the lamai. Calculate supply at these two prices. Okay, the lamai. How to calculate? Can you remember the equation, lamai? Excess demand equals ED minus ES. At price 10, excess demand given 400 units. ED 500, then you can calculate ES. ES equals Lamai. Tipna, how many units Lamai? 500 minus 400. Okay, the Lamai. Then QS equals 100 units. Here supply is 100 Lamai. You need to calculate supply here. That's like a price 10. ED equals QD minus QS. Excess demand minus 400. Be careful. Okay, the Lamai. Minus sign is there. QD 100, QS we don't know. QS equals my 100. This becomes plus 400. So QS equals 500. Here QS equals. Simple Lamai. Now Lamai, show the or calculate equilibrium. Right? Show the or calculate, decide equilibrium price and quantity by drawing demand and supply diagram. Uda, remember, Dipna, remember this point. If you draw the demand and supply diagrams properly on scale in this question, remember, if you can draw demand and supply diagrams on scale, no need to derive equations. You can answer all questions based on your diagram. No need to derive any single equation. Clear the llama? Yeah, I have told you not to trust your diagrams, but in this diagram, llama, that's why I told you. If you want, you can derive equation, no issue. But in this diagram, llama, no need to derive. If you draw it on a graph sheet on scale, proper way, you can have all answers, llama, all questions. Clear? Right. Okay, Lamai. Draw the demand and supply. So Kalana and Nathan had drawn this excess demand curves. No, Lamai. No, no. Uh, Decide the equilibrium price and quantity based on demand and supply. Demand and supply diagram. Remember. Demand and supply diagram. E 0. Okay, the Lamai. Prices. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Quantity lamai 100 by 100. It's better ne the lamai 100 200, 300, 400, and 500. So that you are given only 2 points. At price 10, demand is 500 units. Price 10, demand is 500. At price 50, my demand is 100. Supply at price 10, supply 100. Supply 100. At price 50, supply 500. Puta, if you draw this demand and supply diagram properly, no need to calculate uh, equilibrium price and quantity using equation. Your equilibrium price would be 30, quantity would be the Then you can put that here. The graph is given 2 marks. 2 marks given for equilibrium price. You need to say equilibrium price is 30 rupees and equilibrium quantity 300. Tip now, okay, Sanuli?
Yes, sir.
Next one.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, good. You next one. Calculate X. Then I changed this question, right? Can you remember that? I can't remember. How did I change for the calculate excess demand, right? At price
At price 18, sir.
18. Price 18 lamai. Then no need to derive equations lamai. Excess demand at price 18. Excess demand at price 18. No. It'd be difficult to take excess demand, right? Sorry. Then you have excess. Sorry. Then you don't have demand equation. No, you have to derive. It's better to derive excess demand. Now the problem is mine because in this original paper, they had given my price 20. Calculate excess demand at price 20, right? Okay, at price 20 lama, you can calculate excess demand straight away without graphs. Sorry, my equation. Okay, other price was 100 rupees. Sorry, may 40 rupees. At price 40 also you can calculate excess supply without graph equation. But here 18 means different price lama, so it's better to derive via equation. Excess demand. Shall we make excess demand equation lama? It's better, ne? Demand equals hari apa? Excess demand equals A minus, here B equals delta Q over delta P. Lamai delta QD. Delta ED. Delta ED is 800. 800 divided by delta P is 40 rupees. Then here slope is 20. So excess demand equation is A minus 20. Hari lamai. Excess demand, then calculate the intercept of this curve. You can substitute any point lamai. I'll take press point. At press point, excess demand is 400. Excess demand 400 unit equal A minus 20 to price. At price is 10 rupees. Then 400 equals A minus then A equals 600. Then your excess demand equation 600 minus 600 minus 600 minus 20p. Now they are you are asked to calculate excess demand at price 18 lama. Now you can substitute price 18. ED equals 600 minus 20 in price 18. Excess demand equals lamai 600 minus 360. Lamai. excess demand equals 240 units. Okay, the lamai. It's been at price 18 lamai. At price 18, there is an excess demand of 240 units. Suddenly, are you okay, Puta?
Yes.
Okay. Hipna?
Okay, sir.
Okay, the lamai. Then they ask you to calculate excess supply at which price? You asked to calculate excess supply, lamai.
35.
35. Okay. Lamai, no need to derive your excess supply equation. Because excess supply is, if this is 600 minus 20p lamai, excess supply එක වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද ළමයි? minus 600 plus 20p. අයක හදන්න ඕනේ නැහැ ළමයි. නේද? මේක පොඩ්ඩක් මෙතන සයින් ඔයා හදලා බලන්න එහෙම අවුලක් නැහැ. සයින් එක change වෙනවා. හරිද? Okay. Then ළමයි at price 35 ES equals minus 600 plus 20 into 35. Okay ද ළමයි? S equals minus 600 plus 700. S equals 100 units. This is excess supply. තමයි දැන් මේකම ඔයාලට ගන්න පුළුවන් demand curve එකයි supply curve මේ equation එකයි derive කරලා එතනින් ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. අර normal විදියට ED equals QD minus QS ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම අවුලක් නැහැ. Here I have used excess demand equation. Okay ද ළමයි? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Dipna, sorry, may Sanuli?
No, sir.
No, last one is consumer surplus and producer surplus. Puta, if you draw this diagram properly, no need to calculate maximum demand price and minimum supply price. Here, Lama, actually, in this question, original question, nothing wrong. Actually, no need to derive excess demand or excess supply equation. You can, okay, you can take all answers from this original graph. I have made the mistake, Lamai, because you are given price 18. 18 it's very difficult to calculate excess demand at price 8. It's not like 20 or 25, Lamai. It means much difficult. So here it's better to derive excess demand and excess. Okay, the Lamai. Right. Consumer surplus and producer surplus. Consumer surplus equals lamai maximum demand price minus equilibrium price into equilibrium quantity divided by 2 lamai. Here, if you extend your demand curve, lamai, it will touch price axis at price 60. Okay, the lamai. If you draw it on a scale, 60 minus equilibrium price is 30 into equilibrium quantity 300 units divided by 2. Okay, the lamai. 150 into 30 mean how much lamai? 4,500 rupees. No, they asked you to calculate economic surplus, right? Okay. Okay. Then producer surplus. Producer surplus equilibrium price
Excuse me,
minus
sir.
minimum supply price. Yes, Daru.
So can you explain it again?
Sorry,
Consumer
Daru.
surplus? Can you explain the consumer surplus again? So I asked you to explain the consumer surplus again. Can you?
Definition or Puta is your question. Do you want me to explain the meaning of consumer surplus? Okay, calculation part. A calculation. This is the equation. Maximum demand price minus equilibrium price into equilibrium quantity. හරිද? මේකේ maximum demand price එක ළමයි මේවා මේ curve එක extend කරන්න සනුලි. demand curve එක extend කරන්න. maximum demand price කියන්නේ ළමයි මෙන්න මෙතන touch වෙන තැන price එකනේ ළමයි මෙන්න. Clear? If you extend this demand curve If you extend this demand curve, it will touch price axis at price 60. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want, Lama, you can derive equations, no issue. Okay. So maximum demand price 60. Okay, 60 වලින් touch වෙයි. Equilibrium price එක අපි කොහොමද calculate කරලා ළමයි 60 into equilibrium quantity according to the diagram it's 300. It's a triangle, so divided by 2. So answer is 4500. Producer surplus lama equilibrium price minus minimum supply price. Here lama minimum supply price is 0. If you draw the curve properly, 0, right? Into equilibrium quantity divided by 2. Equilibrium price is 30. Minimum supply price is, I think Dipna has done something up to certain level, right? If I'm not mistaken. Graph is okay. Then excess demand part is also okay. It's correct. Economic surplus is wrong. Okay. Into equilibrium quantity 300 divided by 2. 150, 150 into 30. Again, Lamai, it's how much? 4500. Then economic surplus should be Lamai. Consumer surplus 4500. Producer surplus also 4500. Economic surplus is 9,000 rupees. Any doubt, Lama? Or you can straight away calculate economic surplus. A local triangle like an Lama. Directly you can calculate the economic surplus. How to calculate? Here maximum demand price is 60 minus 0 into this quantity. 300 divided by 2. Mega thari Lama. No issue. Here no need to calculate producer surplus, consumer surplus separately. Here Lamai, I have calculated consumer surplus, producer surplus separately. And I have added them together to calculate economic surplus. Without calculating consumer surplus and producer surplus separately, no issue. Full marks are given. You can calculate economic surplus by calculating area of this entire triangle, this whole triangle. Okay, the Lamai. Here the distance is 60 minus 0, 60 into this distance, 300. This is a triangle, Lamai. I'm talking about this entire triangle. Suddenly, are you clear on that?
Yes, sir.
That method is also okay. No any issue. Dipna?
Done, sir.
Done. Dipna?
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. හරිද මේකම ළමයි මේ මාර මේ බේස් ක්වෙස්චන් එක ගඩක් ලේසි ළම අර මගේ පොඩි අවුලක් ගියා මට මේ අර ප්‍රයිස් එක මං 18 දුන්න එක තමයි අවුල ඒක අර 18 දුන්නාම හරියටම ගන්න බෑ graph එකේ ටිකක් අමාරුයි ඒ graph sheet එකක් දුන්නොත් පුළුවන් අර ඒකයි අර excess demand excess supply equation මට මේ එක ගන්න උනේ කෙනෙක් වලට ක්ලියර් ඇති ඔක මම ළමයි 2019 වල support seminar 2019 syllabus එක change හරිද එතකොට සිලබස් එකක් චේන්ජ් වුණාම අපි දැන් අර සිලබස් එක චේන්ජ් වුණ අවුරුද්දේ කොහොම පේපර් එකක් එයිද කියලා කවුරුත් දන්නේ නැහැනේ. එතකොට ගවර්න්මන්ට් එකෙන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අර සපෝට් සෙමිනාර් එක මෙහෙම එකක් එන්නේ කියලා පෙන්න ගවර්න්මන්ට් එක පේපර් එකක් දානවා. හරිද? ඒකේ මුකුත් අවුලක් නැහැ. අර ඕකේ ළමයි අර ඔයාලට දෙන්නේ ඔහොම එකක් අර දැන් මේ එක්සස් ඩිමාන්ඩ් එක්සස් සප්ලයි මේවා අර පටලලා දුන්නාම ළමයි ලොකු ටයිම් එකක් ඔකට වේස්ට් කරනවා. නේද ළමයි? අර මේකෙන් ග්‍රාෆ් එකෙන් ඔක්කොම ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා ළමයිට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. නේද ළමයි? ඔක පොඩි ක්වෙස්චන් එකක්. මේකේ අර ඔයාලගේ මට පොඩි මට මේ ඔගේ දෙන්න ඕන ළමයි price 20 and 40. Calculate excess demand and excess supply at price 20 and price 40. එහෙම දුන්නා නම් හරි. උතන පොඩි අවුලක් ගිමාගෙන මට පොඩ්ඩක් අවුල්. හරිද? මුකුත් ඉක්වේෂන්ස් ඕනි නැහැ. නේද ළමයි? right. Puta, have you complete twenty? ළමයි බලන්න ඔයාලා මෙන්න question.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Puta.
So can you explain the question 3 subpart 2?
Number 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Briefly explain in each case whether the following would cause an extension in demand. මතකද මේ අවසාන? Extension. Can you remember this word? Extension in demand mean ළමයි increase in quantity demand. It's a similar word. Contraction in demand mean decrease in quantity demand. Both of them are caused by changing price of the product itself. The theory point behind this question is change in demand and change in quantity demand. You get the point? I think you might have understood that point. There are two concepts, Anuli. First one is change in quantity demanded, change in QD. QD mean quantity demanded. What causes change in quantity demanded? Anuli?
Changes in price.
Change in?
Price.
Change in price of the product itself, concerned good, EX. Okay, the lamai. Here demand curve does not shift, as you said before. Demand curve does not shift, but points are moving along the demand curve. Here there are 2 points. What are the 2 points? Increase in quantity demanded. Increase in quantity demanded. Other one is decrease in quantity demand. Decrease in quantity demand. Increase in quantity demanded is caused by decrease in price of the product. Decrease in price of the concerned good. Okay, decrease. Decrease price of the concerned good. Increase in quantity demanded is caused by decrease in Px. Decrease in quantity demand is caused by what? Increase in price of the product. Okay, lamai. Puta extension in demand means is a similar word for this. Increase in increasing in demand is called extension in demand. Extension. This is called contraction. Are you okay? Second concept is change in demand. Change in demand. Change in demand is caused by change in other factors except price of the product. Except price of except price of clear the lamai. Other factors affect other factors affect. Here demand curve shifts affecting. Here there are two concepts again. What are the two concepts? Increase in demand and decrease in demand. Decreasing. I clear this theory point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you can answer. Now concern product is fish. This question, concern product is fish. Did it? Briefly explain in each case whether the following would cause an extension in demand. Extension in demand is caused by decreased price of the product itself. Here price of the product itself, price of the product means price. Thus, contraction in demand, an increase in demand or decrease in demand for fish in a here concerned product is first one, a rise in price of fish. Then mata sanuli kiyanna, does it belongs to change in quantity demanded or change in demand?
Changing quantity demanded.
Change in quantity demanded. Rise in price of fish. Extension in demand or contraction in demand?
Contraction.
Contraction. Did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Next one, B, a report saying that eating fish reduces heart diseases. Remember, tell me, does it belong to change in quantity demanded or change in demand?
Change in demand.
Change in demand. Yes, something the different the other factor actually. Here demand increases. The positive impression, positive impact on demand. Then demand will increase. Then increase. So C should be net immigration. Net immigration means more people are leaving the country. Net immigration means more people are leaving the country. Like what happened in Sri Lanka 2020, right? Leaving is greater than coming in. Here this point connects with population. There is net immigration, population reduces. Number of consumers reduces. Then what happens, Sanuli? Does it belong to first one or second one?
Sorry, sir.
DC, net immigration, change in population. Does it belong to change in quantity demanded or change in demand?
Change in demand.
Change in demand. The net immigration means my population decreases, then demand decreases. Clear? Dipna, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. D, a fall in the price of chicken. Price of chicken mean lamai is a other factor. These are the prices of substitute. Dipna, does it belong to change in quantity demanded or change in demand?
Change in demand.
Change in demand. හරි ලේසි ළමයි ලොකුවට හිතන්න මේකනේ. price එක change වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ළමයි වෙන මොකක් හරි fact එකක් change වෙනවා. income එක, prices of substitute ඔය මොකක් හරි report එකක් කියන එකක් මොනවා හරි එකක් change වෙනවා. change in demand curve එක තමයි shift. දැන් මේ ඊට පස්සේ බලන්න මේකේ මේ අර positive effect එකක්ද තියෙන්නේ negative impact එකක්ද. fall in price of chicken ළමයි. අපේ concern product එක fish. chicken කියන්නේ යාගේ substitute product. එතකොට chicken මාර cheap ළමයි. prices of chickens have fallen. Then many people or the consumers will shift to the purchase of chicken, causing demand for fish to reduce. Then what happens to demand curve of fish? Upside mean. Are you okay, Sanuli?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any question to be explained in this? If you have any doubt in first and second question, Lamai, I have sent the marking screen for first one and second one and MC, but I did not draw graph, Lamai. In the Lamai supply and so if doubt like wanted to share this. Oh no. This one example number 7 put paper, not paper, tute, page number 19. Has anyone completed this as homework? I ask you to. Ipna, Sanuli,
No, sir.
this is a question, right? So I want you. First one is simple. So, what is mean by market equilibrium? It's simple. What is mean by market equilibrium? Briefly explain the characteristics at the market equilibrium. Ipna, how would you answer? Like to hear your voice. What is mean by market equilibrium? Briefly explain the characteristics at the
When there is a market equilibrium in an economy, there is no tendency to fall or rise in price.
price. Very good. And yes, very good. Then Lamai, what about conditions? There are 5 or 6 conditions. Lamai, number 1, demand and supply are being equal. No excess demand, no excess supply at equilibrium. Can you remember? Consumer surplus and producer surplus are maximized. Then there is no tendency for price to change, either increase or decrease. These are the conditions. Characteristics. And characteristics. How do we know, right, whether market has come to its equilibrium or not? That's what called characteristics or property. Simple. What about second one of past paper? Actually, I want for equilibrium in a free market? Wonderful question. For equilibrium in a free market, for equilibrium in a free market, the minimum quantity supply should be less than the maximum quantity demanded. Explain this statement in the diagram. Can you tell me, Lamai? Do you agree with this? Do you agree with this second question? For equilibrium in a free market, the minimum quantity supplied should be less than maximum quantity demanded. In this diagram, 4 marks. Anuli, any idea?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Daru. Any idea?
Uh, when the minimum quantity supplied is less than the maximum quantity demand, that's mean there is a excess demand. So suppliers can increase the price.
Bit closer, but not answer. Yeah, I really appreciate that attempt. For a in a market, the quantity supply should be than maximum quantity. Can you draw a actually, Lama, here 4 marks are allocated for 2 diagrams, right? Dipna, what do you say? What is your thought? No idea? Okay.
No idea, sir.
No idea. Good. Right. Let me explain. Amai, can you remember market equilibrium? Oh my God, we have completed 100. How many examples, right? Here, Lamai, nothing to explain. 4 marks are given for 2 diagrams. Carefully. Currently, it's not about excess demand, excess supply. This is market equilibrium. Price, quantity, zero. Demand curve, supply curve. Demand curve, supply. Puta, what is mean by maximum quantity demand? Any idea? Maximum quantity demanded. Suddenly, maximum quantity demanded. This is equilibrium. Assume equilibrium price is P1, equilibrium quantity is Q1. Puta, what is mean by maximum quantity demanded? Puta, maximum quantity demanded means this value. Or we can say intercept of the demand curve. Assume Lama here value is 1000. What does it mean, Lama? Consumers are willing to buy maximum how many units of this product? 1000. If product price is 0, 1000 units are being sold. What does it mean, Lama? Maximum demand for this product is 1000 units. Do you agree? Kanuli, Dipna?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is mean by minimum quantity supply? Minimum quantity supply mean this value. Whether it can be positive or negative, it's okay. Right? I have taken negative, sorry, positive value. 200. What does it mean? What does it mean? Whether 200 mean
Minimum amount suppliers are willing to supply. Sir, can't hear you. Excuse me, sir.
you know, Lamai? Lamai, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, right. This is called minimum supply price. Remember, Lamai, for and market equilibrium, maximum demand, maximum quantity demanded, should be higher than minimum quantity supplied. If not, market equilibrium won't take place. Okay, the Lamai. Example, assume if this won't happen, is this okay, Lamai? This is okay, right? This is original market equilibrium. For an equilibrium, remember, maximum quantity demanded should be greater than minimum quantity supplied. If minimum quantity supplied is more than maximum quantity, assume here the value is 1000. Just imagine, Lamai, value is 1000. This is a minimum quantity supplied. Okay, the Lamai. Demand curve goes like this now. This is maximum quantity demanded. Assume maximum quantity demanded is 800. Consumers are willing to buy maximum 800 units, but producers are willing to supply minimum 1000. Sanuli and Dipna, is there an equilibrium here? Yes or no?
No, no, sir.
No. Remember. So remember, when market equilibrium, if you want to see a market equilibrium price and quantity, maximum quantity demanded must be greater than minimum quantity supplied. If not, this is the situation. Then someone can say, sir, if you extend these two curves, both curves will intersect at minus side, minus a point plus minus price me, no any pointless, not the sound argument. Clear the lamai? Can you write this down? So here 2 marks are given for this diagram, 2 marks given for this diagram. That's it. Here you need to explain. I mean, because this is a practice in questions, Lamai. And next. Actually, this is one of condition for marketing. If this does not happen, there won't be a marketing. Won't be marketing. Uta, if you want, you can make your own note. Okay. Below the press diagram, you can say a market equilibrium occurs if maximum quantity demanded is greater than minimum quantity supplied. Okay, can be shown, or it has been shown by the above diagram. Next, Lama, you can say
So can you repeat
equilibrium
it again?
walk. Yes, Daru.
Can you repeat it again?
Daru, sorry.
Can you repeat it again what you just said?
Can say below this diagram, for market equilibrium, market equilibrium, quantity demanded, sorry, maximum quantity, maximum demanded, maximum quantity demanded should be greater than minimum quantity supplied, quantity supplied. Okay, Dalama. Below this diagram, you say if minimum quantity supplied, minimum quantity supplied, minimum quantity supplied higher than or greater than, higher than maximum quantity demanded, maximum quantity, maximum quantity demanded, there won't be, there won't be a market, okay. Okay, Dalamai. Dipna, Sanuli.
Okay,
So
sir.
writing.
Finish or need more time?
Need time, sir.
And as homework, I explain this point also. It's a different question, but same boat, right? For an equilibrium, you can write down this Sanuli. So, for an market equilibrium, remember maximum demand price. Maximum demand price should be greater than. Try to explain this concept as home. It's talking about price now. For an market equilibrium, maximum demand price should be greater than minimum supply price. If not, no market equilibrium. Use two diagrams to answer this question. Huh? But we have just discussed, Lamai, was the past paper, right? 2014 question that I have just given you the from my question, my own one. Got this from yes, Daru, Sanuli.
Done, sir.
Done. Are you clear on the new question? Maximum demand price should be greater than minimum supply price for an equilibrium.
Yes, sir.
Okay, try to explain this as homework. And Lamai, please do this third part. Very creative question, right? Third part. No demand equation given, no supply equation given, just consumer surplus producer surplus. Try to do this question, Lamai, as homework. Okay, the Lamai. If you can complete this question without any help along, you're brilliant. Okay, you're expert in this lesson. You get the point. Do this question. And want you can send me answers. I'll check. Oh, what are the X correction? Okay, the Lamai. Any doubt? Anuli?
No, sir.
No. Right. I want you to complete third one also. Okay, the Lamai? Right. That's enough today. Our press session is over. I mean, press exam is over. Press term test. This is press term test. Right? Dipna, try to improve yourself more. Okay, next time, try to come to at least 75, 10. Okay, the Lamai. Anuli, try to come to at least 90. But remember, Lamai, next time, coming to 90 or 85, the range. But normally, Lama, I don't care 75. I want you to come more than 75. 75 is good, 100% good, but need to come more than that. Okay, the Lama, my target. Not 60, not 50. Remember, to get to a 40, 50 Lamai, no need to do class for 2 days. Okay, the Lamai. No need to work hard like this. Right, Dipna, please work hard for next. I want you to square more than at least 75 for next term test. Okay, the Lamai. And please don't miss any class. Come to the class and do regular work. That's enough. Okay, the Lamai. And remember, Lamai, managing or getting more than 75 or 8 for next term test is very difficult. Why, Lamai? Then elasticity entire, the whole lesson is going to be added, going to be taught. Taxes, subsidy, the government involvement, government intervention part is going to be completed. So then your paper is going to be much complicated, Lamai. So when exam getting complicated, Lamai, you have to work hard more. And also, Lamai, working hard is just not enough, Sanudi. You need to be smart, Lamai. This 21st century, remember, hard working doesn't pay off, right? Hard working alone not strong enough to create good results or benefits. Need to be smart, Lama. Okay. Yes, 100% Lama. Your generation is 100% smarter than our generation. Okay, the Lama. Try to apply that smartness to your subject. Hardworking plus smart. Try to be smart. Okay, the Lama. Try to apply how to get marks. Don't copy. I'm not talking about ChatGPT or copying something. No, no, no. How to do it, how to manage, how to study with this smartness. That's very important one. Okay, the Lamai. That cannot be taught, Lamai. It depends on the person. You need to find your own way. That's the A level Lamai. This is common one. I can explain or I can teach you theory and normal questions, right? Past paper question, that's it. The innovation, smartness, okay, the lamai, hardworking, okay, the lamai, right? Okay, I want you to square more than this term test, 100% lamai. To get 40, 30, 50, no need to do 2 classes per week. Okay, the lamai, no need to work hard like this. No need to give individual attention like this. Okay, the lamai. So make a plan and work on that. Right, Lamai? That's enough today. Please complete third part of that question that I was talking about. Okay, the Lamai. And send me answers. Okay, Lamai, that's enough today. See you on Sunday. I'll be doing for elasticity, second day of the elasticity. Okay, the Lamai. Please come to the class on Sunday because the part of elasticity, categories of price elasticity. Right. Okay, that's enough today. Thank you for night.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Good
sir. Good
night.
night.
Record.